Hey everyone, thanks for joining me in today's episode of Super Smooth's Test It, Fix It, and Run It, where I take one of my locomotives that's been sitting around and I test it, and if necessary, fix it, and I'll definitely run it. So let's see what today's locomotive is. All right, let's see what we have today. I have a lot of Baltimore and Ohio stuff. I really like the paint scheme, but I have a lot of connections to Ohio. My father, strangely, never modeled Baltimore and Ohio, even though he was from Ohio. I guess they're a big competitor to Pennsylvania Railroad, and that's why he was a PRR guy, and maybe this is kind of sacrilege. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's gotten a ton of use. It looks like it's in really good shape. It has gotten some use, there's no doubt about it, and the wheels could be cleaned, but I don't think it's going to be a huge deal. Let's pop the shell off, and maybe we can get a better idea. You know, these Athearns can be everything from near new looking, if not new looking, to rusted out. I've had all kinds, so I'm not sure what I'm going to get here. So Athearns, and I guess model trains in general, are like boxes of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, well, this one looks pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. So it's got the nice extra weight on there. Let's plop it down on the track and see how it does. All right, well, that's going to make for a pretty short episode, I guess, if we just leave it at this. So let's not leave it at this, but let's go ahead and get this shell back on here and run it. I think this is running about as good as it would have clean out of the box if you would have bought it from the shelves of the store. It's in really good shape. Plop her back down on there one more time just to make sure I didn't screw something up putting the shell back on. Yeah. All right, that'll make for a pretty short video if it's just this. So everything looks great on here. Great paint job. Everything looks nice. Yeah, I don't think this has gotten much use. It hasn't been handled very much. And I think everything looks pretty nifty here. So this doesn't last less than 3.5 minutes. Let's go ahead and do one more. All right, let's bring in an ALCO. This is a PB-1, right? Yeah, PB-1 from Baltimore and Ohio. Not 100% the same paint scheme, but I'm not going to let that stop me. Ooh. Okay, unlike the last Bud A, this one looks like it's gotten a pretty fair amount of use, and even if it hasn't, looks like it hasn't been cared for very well. So it looks like it was stored somewhere kind of damp. So we've got to go through. This is gonna, luckily though, the paint is good, right? The shell's good. Everything looks really nice. Everything looks good, really. I was wondering about PA and PB units. They're kind of bizarre to me. Seems like they're really overly long, and I wonder if actually the F units are better for hauling because they have the same engine. It's not like these things had dual engines, and in the F units, there would be more weight, right, over the wheels. And I wonder if that actually gave them better traction, particularly, yeah. So I'm wondering if maybe this was kind of a failed deal. I don't know. All right, it's definitely, I can actually feel the motor kind of wanting to turn. I can feel it through the shell, but yeah, this is gonna take a little bit of work to get going, I think. So no big shock there. Let's pull the shell here and see what we get. Come on. Come out of there. Come on, you can do it. Come on. All right. Ooh, my goodness. Was this, someone use this as a bath sponge or something? A lot of rust, a lot of yuckiness. This is going to take a lot of cleaning, so I'm going to have to use both a wire brush and a fiberglass brush to start cleaning this off. Well, this is not looking, this is not how I wanted to spend my afternoon, but here we go. And let's clean off the commutator. It doesn't look horrible, but we'll give it a good brushing here. And all these contact surfaces, I have half of mine just to go ahead and solder a new, just solder wire over here because the flux would burn a lot of this off. But let's see if I can, because I'm just lazy like that sometimes, and I don't even like this wire thing to begin with. So let's see if that helped in any way. Can you hear that squeaking? It's not the way I want it to sound. So let's go ahead and take some light super smooth and get it to start penetrating all these. And that's rotated the wheels around here a little bit, so I can go ahead and clean those off, keep rotating the wheels. This is not, you know, if I know a lot of people have told you that working with model trains is glamorous, it's not. It's real work sometimes. All right, so it's getting there. It's getting there. Let's go ahead and just anywhere we can kind of get some of this penetrating oil, let's do that, and that'll help loosen things up a little bit. Yeah, I think just it's working. It's just working kind of slowly, and it'd be nice for this thing to be able to take off on its own. Well, it's a minor victory for today anyway. I'll take it. We just got to keep cleaning and just keep touching things up a little bit. And I think we can put the shell back on now as the oil starts to work itself in there. I think if we just run it a bit more, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. And I'll go back in and actually clean this up on the reels a little bit later. But for right now, got it working so that you can see it working. And I can give you a running session of these two things working together. So it looks nice. Like I said, shell's at least in good shape. Paint's in good shape. So can't beat that. In some ways, I'd rather have it that way because at least I can clean the metal up, whereas there's no way to really repair the paint or anything. So here you go with a running session. Thanks for joining me today, and happy model railroading. Take care. See you next time.